Alright guys, we're going to tie the 18 wheeler here. Like I said in the intro, we're going to be doing black and purple. So I'm using big fly thread here. And there's a 3/0 hook. You can adjust the size of your hook, but this will be for bass and pike mainly up here. So I like to go a little bigger. Start with some flash here out of the tail. About there for length. Wrap this in, fold this back. Cut them down to the same length. Just like that. So now we're going to take some barred saddle here. Use this as legs for this guy. So I'm going to do 2 on each side, stacked on top of each other. Strip away some of these fuzzies here on the back. Cut that free. Have them cupping out on each side, cupping away. Tie it in just like that. Nice long legs, makes for a big fly. We'll take these next 2 here. Same thing, strip back to the stem. Cut free. Tie these on the other side. Got that flash in the middle. Just like that. Sometimes you can pull them like this, wrap them together to get them kind of going the same way. Not super important because in the water they're going to be going everywhere once you're popping this thing. So I'm going to run my thread up a little bit here. Take some black chenille. Like this. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to wrap this chenille up here. Cover up the hook shank there. Comb this all back as we go. Leave some room behind the eye there because I'm going to throw on some rubber legs. Yep. So now we're going to take some of these welded together rubber legs. I'm going to peel off about maybe 6 of them. Like so. Tie in the welded part behind the eye here. And then I'll cut them in half and use the other side for the other side. And then I'm going to do this. I'm just tie it right behind that eye there. That's going to get all covered up by the next segment. So now we've got some nice long tails here. Oh, real long rubber legs stuck through. I got some rubber legs. Gives it tons of motion as that this is the articulated back parts swinging around. It looks nice. So now we can knot this off. Call it good. This big fly is nice on these big hooks. Cover a lot of ground faster. So leave that. Set that aside for now. Now I use a steelhead shank for these. Nice and strong, and it's like the perfect length for me. So, grab this. Actually, nope. Steps what we do with these to get that real back and forth motion. You just join the two like this, like that. So we got that connection right there. Okay, so Reattach my thread here. I'm going to take Marabou feather here, chop out a good one that's good for spinning. Okay, this will work. Okay, so now take this, grab it by the tips when you're spinning Marabou, peel it back. Tied in right here, right at the back of this shank. Okay, advance my thread a little bit, and as we're wrapping, pushing away from us, we're going to rake these fibers back. Ah, broke it off. It's okay, that's part of working with Marabou. It can be fragile. This is nice because it kind of covers up that segmented part. Obviously, Marabou adds tons of motion. Looks pretty cool too. Take a couple of good wraps here. It's a nice thick Marabou, don't gotta overdo it. Find a place to intersect it there. Pull those other ones back, we'll wrap them in just like that. Yep, just like that, see? Looks nice. So now, our next step is going to be, we're throwing some more rubber legs. Tons of motion on this one. Again, pull them up, cut that whole length in half, flip this over to the other side. You gotta remember to leave room for your popper head here, because they take up quite a bit of the shank, so. It's nice to, here's my popper head here, just kind of lay it in, see, that's about the rest of the room we've got to work with here. So, what I'm gonna do is take some more chenille. Palmer this in. It's going to help flare the next set of Marabou here. Measurement here, that's about right.
What's that?
Okay. Okay, so let's take some more flash here, purple flash. Take it, tighten it at the halfway mark. Oh, my thread. Fold the rest back, like that. Got a nice flashy back on here. See how we're looking on our spacing? Yeah, we're looking just right, okay? Then I'm gonna take some more Marabou. This time I'm gonna mix in some black too. Two different Marabou colors. So I'm gonna do black first. Spin this in. Expose that stem there. Okay, so now we'll take the black here. Start spinning this in. Sometimes it helps to, if you got any trap, grab your scissors and kind of help unstick them. There we go. Okay. It's messy. Marabou's messy. Cut the stem, and I like to pull it out so I'm not taking a lot of my fibers with. Rake it back, wrap over them, and yeah, you can kind of take your scissors and pick any out that may have gotten trapped. Okay, there's that. We're going to take some purple now. Lay a couple turns of purple in front here. And you got to make sure you're just grabbing the stem, because if you're grabbing all your fibers, they're going to get trapped. Okay, so that should be good there. Adds a little bit of accent. Tie that in. Like that. Get your stem out of there. Okay, so next, I'll wrap back into this Marabou a bit, kind of pushing it into that chenille back there, kind of going to help puff it up. We're going to take a couple more of these barred saddles here and try and find some that are shaped similar. Like these two guys right here will work just fine. I'm going to use these as kind of like little accent fins on the side. Tie right directly on the side of the shank, facing backwards. And then do the same thing on the other side. Like this. Okay, that's nice and tight in. So now, I'm pretty much done with this step here. What we can do now is just finish this off. Okay, now we've got this, got our popper head ready to go. Some Zap-A-Gap here. I'll coat this all up with some Zap-A-Gap. Drip a little bit. Okay, that's enough. Good and saturated. Okay, so now slowly twist on. Drip a little bit more. Twist on this popper head until you clear the eye there. There we go. The eye is through, so now we can thread the leader on. And that's pretty much the fly there. The next step is going to be getting some eyes on. Got these guys here. Dragon eyes and a white. Looks kind of cool up against this black and purple. So we'll take a couple of these out. Put a dot in the already made void there for the eyes. Stick them in like that. We'll do this other side here. And try and get them going the same way here. And that's it, guys. That's the 18-wheeler popper. Pretty cool fly, tons of motion. It's got the great pop heads. It's going to be real splashy. It's flash. Nice big hook. It's a great little summertime, heat of the summer fly for for the bass and the pike and the tiger muskie. If you guys have any more questions about techniques we used today or any of the materials, please come see us in store in Sandpoint. Visit us online at north40flyshop.com or visit us on our social media pages. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at North40 Fly Shop. Thanks for watching.